Greetings, people of the interwebs. It's me again in this same corner of the garage because, quite honestly, the rest of it's filled with the back end of Margaret and loads of workbench that I don't really need. It's just getting used for putting stuff on. But today is a very important video, and I think there's some things in life that people need to discuss and address the white elephant in the room, so to speak. And I've got a few YouTube friends, Beards and Bangers, Shed on a Shoestring, Boaty's World, Project Nigel obviously, there's J&M on Cars, Furious Driving, The Glorious, Mr Hubnut. All these YouTubers, they need to sort of tackle this subject now, stop shying away from it. Boaty pioneered this, Shed on a Shoestring I know has had some input on there. Project Nigel has put his own spin on the subject. I think we all know what subject I'm talking about. So yeah, let's get right into it and get cracking, as Motors for the Masses would say. Where I still need to get down to their place because it looks like a hell of a lot of fun down there. Anyway, stop gibbering. Roll the intro. Motors for the Masses again. Now, I am obviously talking about windscreen wipers. Do we go for the traditional windscreen wipers as seen here on Margaret? Now, if you're not familiar with the difference in windscreen wipers, these ones are your old, well, they're all rubber blades, but this is the old style one. Now you'll see that it relies on pressure points across the bridge of the wiper arm to apply pressure to the rubber blade at the bottom of it. So you see the points here, 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 and here. Now that's all in there to try and put as to equalise the pressure across the blade. You notice it looks a bit like a bridge, and that's how bridges are sort of designed like that, to try and sort of spread the weight across the ground, while this is spreading the pressure across the blade. And obviously the more equal you can get it, the better it should wipe, because you want the equal pressure all across, otherwise that's where you get streaks on your windscreen. So that's the traditional type. So it's a rubber blade that sits between two steel parts here. It's sort of sandwiched together. I don't know whether you can really see it on Margaret's windscreen wipers. And then that steel part with a rubber bit sits into these slots here. So these bits are like little hooks that it slides through, and then each one of these is connected to a bigger arm there somewhere. Yeah, and then that bigger arm is then obviously connected to the main arm there. So that's been the traditional way of making and constructing windscreen wipers for many a year, until the Euroblade came along. Now you'll notice this is slightly different construction. So it's one long flexible arm with a rubber sort of fashioned into the bottom of it, and one single pressure point here. But because of the way that this is constructed, it applies even pressure, or more even pressure, all across the blade. And obviously you can see it's flexible this way, but not that way. So they're the Euroblade. So you kind of get those on more modern cars, like this. But there is another option that Honda came up with, and a few other Japanese sort of manufacturers, not only of cars, but some not only of cars, yeah, but some also make other sort of vehicles. So we'll have a look at one of those now. See what you think. So this is the third option. So it's not immediately obvious when you're looking at it there, and it's quite innovative, especially when applied to a car, for example. But yeah, the third option is you don't have a wiper blade at all, or any sort of wiping mechanism on there. You literally have the windscreen as such, and what you do, you just don't look through it. Basically, that's all you do. You sort of position your head around here. So, well, here or wherever you want to position your head. I mean, don't let me be the one that tells you where to put your head, but you probably, if it's raining, not best not looking through this section here. I mean, mine's not the best example, but let me try and sort of give you a bit of a my eye view. So, normal riding up here, low down here, back there. So unless you're really tucked down, and mine's tinted anyway, so it's not the greatest thing when it's to see through, but who cares? It's not for looking through, it's for riding. So those are the three different options really. So we've got traditional style metal arm, two metal strips and a rubber blade that slides in between. Advantages: you could just buy the rubber part and replace that, so you didn't have to faff about getting the right size blade. You just got a length of rubber blade and repaired that. Other advantages are I suppose they're smaller widthways than the other ones, although they are taller. Wiper arms are thinner, but I don't know whether that's just a design, because designs have moved on. I don't know whether there's any reason for that. Yeah, you can get them in chrome or black generally. So because they're a metal arm, you can paint that up any way you want. Go mad, do one green. Don't pinch that idea, Paul. And then there's the second type, the Euroblades. So yeah, what's the advantage of them? They give an easier wipe. Yeah, they don't wear out in ridges. They've got more pressure and more even pressure on there. It's quieter. So sometimes you find the old ones, when they started wearing, they judder on the windscreen if it wasn't sort of very wet. So the Euro ones tend not to do that. Disadvantages: well, I was going to say they're more expensive, but I'm not sure, because I can't remember the last time I priced. Well, actually I can, because I needed a wiper blade on that for last MOT. I think it was about 10 quid or something like that. And I think the ones that I put on Gertrude, the Fiesta that I had before, I think it were about 30 quid for a set, but that were from Alfred's and they were Bosch ones, I think, so I probably paid over odds for them. But yeah, I needed new wiper blades on it on there. And then obviously on Nameless Endless, yeah, that don't work if you. Yeah, it's a crap name. Unless you're a Nirvana fan, you're not gonna get it. Yeah, so out of the two real options, the third one's nonsense. What's your choice? What's your opinions on there? Would you put Euroblades onto Margaret, for example? What do you think? What do you think of fitting Euroblades onto a car that didn't have them on to start with? Is that a no-no? Is that something that you would do? Have you done before? If you have done before, why did you do it? It's ridiculous, but I'll tell you that in a bit. Yeah, would you retrofit sort of newer blades onto there? Why is it going all light and dark? Stop pissing about. There we go. A lot of people do say the Euroblades obviously work better, and you can fit them on. You can get retrofit ones to fit on old cars. You can't think of why anybody would go the opposite way and put older style ones on a modern car. That'd be a bit crackers. But has anybody ever done that? If you have, why? you had. But yeah, what's your view on it? I'll try and think of what my view is, and I'll give you an update in a sec. Look, weird camera angle, right up at top there. Right up, can you see me? Hiya. So what's my opinion? I think if the car came with the normal old style metal arms, keep it on the normal old style metal arms, unless there's an issue getting hold of them nowadays. I doubt it. We've got a really good sort of classic car products and aftermarket scene in the UK. Don't know about anywhere else. Assume it's the same in most sort of fairly well-off countries on there. So you shouldn't have any problem getting all the proper wiper blades on there. Yeah, the modern ones are good, but I just don't think they look right on cars that weren't designed to have them. The fitting to the arm was quite bulky, and say a lot of these cars have got spindly wiper arms, so you end up with a quite a thin wiper arm and then a massive block and then a massive thick wiper. So yeah, that's my opinion on there. Stay with what came with the car originally on there. I might change rear one on Margaret for something a bit better, because at the moment I've got the third type that's same as that's fitted to their on back. So yeah, we'll see where we go with that later. So I hope this has been informative, and yeah, definitely time for all us YouTubers to tackle this important issue, and finally get this discussion out in the public and get it out there, get people talking about it. Stop hiding it away. We need to tackle it and get it sorted. We're not all going to agree, but that's the great thing about debate. You get loads of people that are wrong, and you get me. So there you go. Right, take care. Have a good rest of your week, and stay safe. But have fun. Motors for the masses again. Ta-ra!